Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Kelsey OD here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and we're doing all of the hip flexor things. And I know you're probably gonna tell me like, Kelsey, my hip flexors are super strong, my hip flexors are tight all the time. But let me tell you that just because they're tight does not mean they're strong. So if you ever work with positions like Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, where you just have to lift the leg, or if you work with boat pose, V-sit Navasana, and you're over here like, oh my God, well yeah, the abs might not be strong enough, but probably the hip flexors are not doing their job. So if you want to press, if you want to be able to lift the leg, whether it's in a V-sit or standing, let's get the hip flexors strong, and I'm going to help you do that today. So what you're going to need are these little loopy band things. If you've never done this before, don't start with black. Start with something like red or orange, or if you're brand new beginner, use the yellow or the green. Like go with something really lightweight. You don't want something super strong. I'm such a mom. I have mom brain. I was like, did I hip play? Hip play. So take your band. It's in a circle. You're going to step inside. You're going to flip it so it makes a figure 8 or an infinity sign. And then you put your leg through it. Now they're in a crisscross position. We're going to start with the right leg first. We're going to do 25 of these. Normally I would do 35 or 40 for me personally, but if you're just starting this out, 25 is going to be plenty. It's going to be plenty, and if you lift the first 5 times and you're like, holy crap, this is killing me, change the bands, I don't want you too sore tomorrow. So I just put fingertips on the wall just to kind of take the balance part out of it. We're going to lift the leg right out in front of us 25 times, then we're going to move right to the side, then back behind us, then half circles, and then a march with a kick. Those we will lower the numbers. Either way, you're with me. Let's go. Band is on 25 times. Stay with me in my count. Ground out through that left side. Maybe a little bend in the knee if you feel the left leg overworking. Let's just do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tight leg. 11, 12, point the toe. 13, 14, 15 right here, 16, 17, 18, bring it to the midline, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Now I do this all the time, and I was feeling it still by 10 or 15, so if you don't work the hip flexors, I bet you were like, oh my God. I know it's a lot. Now we're going to not point the toe, but flex the foot, so pull the toes up. I'm going to kick it out to the side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A little bend to the left leg. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Ow. Now we're going to do 25 back behind us. This one's really more for the glutes, but if I'm doing my hip flexor set, this is part of it. When you get strong glutes, it does support the hip, so why not, right? 25 times back behind us, point the toe back behind you. The toe may open to the side a little bit, but try to keep it back in line, okay? 25 times, a little bend to the left knee. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so now we're going to do 15, still going to be a lot, where we take the leg to the front and to the back. It looks like this. 1, like that. So forward and backward half circle is 1. We're only going to do that 15 times because it's a lot harder. Make sure you keep resistance on the band the whole time. Ready? Start at the back, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, far. Sorry, 16. I got distracted. I started thinking about what we're gonna do next. Sorry. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is a march up and kick out. We're gonna do 15 of those as well, unless I get excited and start over counting. So now I'm gonna step on the band. I put the band under my left heel or under my left arch. You gotta flex the foot up, otherwise the band kind of wants to roll away. Pull the knee up as high as you can, kick the leg out, that's one. So just like this, up, out. 15 times. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my God. Okay, I give myself a full minute in between sides because the left leg, I want it to be the one that I focus on. When I switch sides, I want the left leg to take over. And if I just did the right side, my right side seems to be very fired up, ready to work. And sometimes it dominates. It'll try to like take over and it'll do all the stabilizing, and then I don't feel as much on that left side. So I give myself a full minute. We have 30 seconds still. Can always do, I know this seems like a strange stretch, but I imagine if you had a baby on your hip and you pop your hip out, stretch that hip flexor, stretch the side of the hip. That kind of feels good. And then we're gonna do the same thing second side. I actually stole this drill from my kids that were in gymnastics, so shout out Mega Gymnastics. They would do this whole set, but the girls had to balance on the balance beam. So if you're a gymnast, maybe this would help you with maybe your split jumps, things like that. I don't know. All right, so put the band back on, step in, do the little loopy flip thing, hand on the wall. You don't have to have a hand on the wall, but I like it because I don't want to worry about balance. I just want to do the work, man. All right, get it nice and low. 25 straight ahead of you. A little bend to the right knee doesn't hurt anything. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, tight leg, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. I'm definitely stronger on the left side. I don't feel it as much on the left side as I do on the right. That's normal though, right? One stronger shoulder, one healthier wrist, one more chirpy knee, and it happens. Okay, so now we're going to flex the foot, kick it out to the side, a little bend to the right knee. Here we go, 25 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Yeah, that'll do it. If you're looking to handstand press, this will do it. This will help do it well. It'll help do it. Bring the leg back behind you. Try not to lean too far forward. Keep the leg in, the midline plane. Here we go, 25 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. Half circles. I'm going to stop at 15. Here we go. Bring the leg back behind you. Forward and back is 1. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. One last standing drill. We gotta slide the band under that right foot or right heel. Ready? On your mark. Get set. Remember, we're gonna march it up, kick it out. 15 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, oh gosh, 15. Oh my God. I do this all the time and it still hurts. It's tough, man. Okay, a little bit more hip flexor work. But if you're learning to press, if you're trying to heal an injury, if you're trying to build strength, 2 or 3 times a week on that would not be too much. But you don't want to do it multiple days in a row. So do like Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, something like that. Notice how you feel the next morning. If you're super sore, twice a week. If that wasn't anything for you, like say you are a gymnast, you could do 2 or 3 rounds of that, and I think you'd be just fine. All right, the next thing we're going to do is bicycle crunches. I think bicycle crunches are really nice for strengthening the front of the hip and the abs, right? So normally when I do bicycle crunches, I always do 100. I always do 100, or if I want to do more, maybe 2 sets of 100. But when I use the band, I only do 50. So I put it around my arches, and I just do my bicycle crunches, but you have to keep the feet flexed, kind of pull back on the toes, and you're gonna notice it's a little bit harder with the band on. So I will count us out. Stay with me. 50 is not too many. You can do it. Keep the leg low to the ground. So try not to do them up here. Try to do it down here, okay? All right, ready? 50 bicycle crunches on your mark. Get set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, halfway, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, lift your shoulder blades, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay. No more band. You can take the band off. If you have one of those hips that kind of like clunks and pops, maybe it doesn't hurt you, right? But it just kind of gives you that clunky feeling, kind of misaligned sometimes. I have noticed that the bicycle crunches are a great way with the band to minimize that. I haven't got mine to stop entirely, but man, it definitely stops it for the rest of the day. So I obviously have more strengthening still to do. I'm going to show you one more drill with these leg lifts seated on the floor. It helps to have a block if you're looking for extra work. Some of these guys, gymnasts, cheerleaders, you might want to put some ankle weights on. 1, 2 pounds is plenty, but do you, right? So I'm going to get a block out, maybe even 2, we'll see. And right now, well, we don't need the block yet. We don't need the block yet. I'm going to have you just lift the right leg, and we're going to do the right leg 50 times, okay? So the trick is with these leg lifts, though, is you're going to want to sit back like this. And you have to remind yourself that you're sitting up on the sit bones. Spine is nice and long. So I'll say lift the chest, sit forward, and you're going to pull the leg in. So instead of reaching the leg forward, which kind of makes you lean back, pull the leg into the body to lift it up. Fingertips down if you'd like, but just for balance, not for work. Right leg, 50 times, on your mark, get set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, point the toes, 13, 14, 15, 16, leg is in, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, lift the kneecap, 22, 23, 24, chest up, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, you're getting there, 31, 32, sit up, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, hang in there, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. I know I was losing my form there at the end. Whew. 50 on the other side. Now you know what you're getting into. Afterwards, we can do an up dog. Ready? 50 on the second side. Hands on the waist or just the fingertips down. On your mark. Get set. Let's get it done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it to the midline. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Active leg. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Press up. 22, 23, 24, 25. Point to toe. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It's hard for me too. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Sit up. Ooh, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Okay, I promise to up dog. Flip her over, drop the hips, maybe put the knees down, look over each shoulder. When you're in up dog, active legs, active glutes, don't dump into your low back. None of this, none of this. Lifted, lengthened, active glutes, supporting the low back, chest up, legs engaged. Okay. All right, we still gotta do both legs at the same time, but it won't be nearly as many, okay? So, I had the blocks because I was thinking we'd go up and over the block, but that's just another way you can do that. So let me just show you, like if you have the block down, you can go up and over, and if you wanna work on getting height, change the height on the block. As that gets easier, add multiple blocks, and always telling yourself to sit up and minimize the swing. So that is an option with the blocks. We're just gonna do one more set, lifting both legs at the same time, which is a lot harder. It's like you're using both legs, you think it's like, it's gonna be double hard. It's triple hard, okay? It's a lot harder. So you may round a little bit more now, but do your best to stay sitting upright as best you can. Are we ready? We're gonna do 15 double leg lifts. Squeeze the legs towards each other, point the toes, draw the femur bones, the thigh bones in, but point the toes, so we're lengthening the leg as much as we can. Really pull the low belly in. You're gonna have to use the fingertips. The fingertips are down. I wouldn't use flat hands, but you absolutely can. It's really up to you. 15 times, on your mark, get set, and lift the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, even if they're an inch up. 5, doesn't matter. 6, 7, belly in, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Whoo-wee. So typically if I do the leg lifts, I wear the ankle weights, but I don't typically do all of it at one time. I either do the floor hip flexor work or I do the standing hip flexor work, but I wanted to show you the 2 different sets that I go into on the most regular basis. And certainly there's nothing wrong with doing the whole thing. That took less than 20 minutes. And if you're working on pressing, if you want your legs to float up, I'm telling you, it's all about strengthening that hip flexor and the core. Obviously there's a huge amount of work that happens with the shoulders, but that's another video at another time. So if you're stuck with pressing and that's why you come to this video, I'll give you one last tip. So when you're ready to press, it's this area right here between the low belly and the hip flexor. You get that connection, and once you have that connection, once you're squeezing with the internal locks, you keep it. You keep squeezing there. So as you squeeze between the hip flexor and the low belly, keep it, keep it, keep it. Keep that squeeze until you're ready to open up for the handstand. Anyway, hope that helped. Keep working your hip flexors. You can stretch them out when you're done, but likelihood is, hear me now, you have weak hip flexors, weak hips, not tight ones. So do your best to keep them strong and then stretch them out as needed, but I think they need work. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Make sure you drink your water. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Check me out on Instagram and on TikTok. We are having a lot of private lessons now, a lot of group classes, so message me on Instagram. Kelsey will be there too, and maybe you can work out with us. I'd love to have you. That's it for today, guys. Have an amazing day. Take care. Namaste.